Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Makeup a Murder and all of their products and reviews and swatches, and I'm even going to do like a little eye makeup look too. So before we get started, I do want to preface this that I am not sponsored to make this video. These products were sent to me, but I do genuinely love the brand and it's a small owned business by MUA Teresa. If you want to check out her information, I will link her down below. But she is super supportive, and whatever you post, she will post it to her Instagram story, or they'll make sure to like post it on their Makeup a Murder page. So I love that about the brand, and I just want to create this video to show off her products and represent her brand because it's small owned, and we need to start making sure to promote and buy products from small owned brands. Just wanted to say that, be real with you guys. I'm gonna start off by showing you guys these pigments. I do own these and they're freaking awesome, and these are my restocks, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these and show you guys. Starting off, these are the neon pigments just on my bare skin. And these are the pastel pigments on my bare skin. I apologize because I'm just so pale, so I feel like you can't really see how beautiful these are, but they're definitely very gorgeous in person. And then for the packaging, I just cut like a little slit in it so that I can store all of these together and you don't have to store them like one by one. I wanted to show you guys different ways you can use these pigments. So left to right, it's going to be right on top of concealer. The next one is on top of lotion. The next one is with Mehron's Mixing Medium. The next one is on top of NYX's Jumbo White Stick. The next one is mixed in with water. And the next one is just on my bare skin. For the pigments, I would recommend using a little spatula so then you can actually dig out the pigment instead of pouring it, because you're probably gonna end up pouring too much. So, pro tip. Moving on to this palette. All right, so these are the swatches. Look how, oh, it's a freckle. These are the swatches. Look how pigmented these babies are. This is amazing. I'm actually very, very impressed. I'm always looking for a palette that has bright colors that actually have pigment payoff, and this is it, dude. This is it. This is amazing. And look how dark this black is. That is like checklist, boom. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about this beautiful baby. Look at those shadows. They are so sparkly. I'm not sure if that's catching on camera. Okay, so to talk a little bit about this, I love that there is a mirror inside of it, and there is also a mirror inside of this one as well. That's awesome. And the packaging has a like magnetic strip in it, so it shuts nice and tight. You don't have to worry about anything coming out. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch these beautiful shades. Some of these shadows are showing up so light, but they aren't that light in person. And then there's these babies, and they have a lot of glitter in them, which unfortunately it's not really being, you can kind of see it on the black. Not being like too picked up by my camera. For my eye makeup, I am gonna use this palette because I have been looking at this palette for a while and I'm very excited to use it. I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm like almost out of this stuff, but I love it, and I wanted to show you guys on more of like a neutral base instead of something bright and white, because sometimes I feel like concealers, I don't know, they like distort the color and then they skip, so I wanted to put on something that was not going to do those things. And I'm going to take my Morphe M33 brush, and I'm going to dip it in this shade Soulmate right here. It's going to be very light, but I want it to be like that so it can be my transition color. And I'm just gonna keep layering on that shadow until I get the intensity that I want. And I'm just blending it out so there's no harsh edges. I'm not sure why I had to say it like that. Edges. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into this shade right here, Busted. Same brush, but I'm just continuously using that shade Busted, blending it out. And then I'm gonna wipe my brush off here. And I'm gonna move over to one of these more matte shades. I'm gonna start out with this one, and that one is Stolen Heart. How cute. And then I'm using my Morphe 506 brush. This brush is honestly the best. I definitely recommend purchasing this brush, especially if you have like little tiny hooded eyes like I do. This brush is freaking awesome. And it gets like right up in there, and then you can blend it on out, and I love that. Definitely like one of my go-to brushes every single time I do my makeup on me or clients. I'm just blending that out a little bit before going back into the shade. I can never talk. And then I'm gonna take my previous brush, the 433 brush, I'm just gonna blend that out. And I dip just a tiny bit on my brush, just to deepen up that color and help me blend. And I'm just doing small circular motions. I swear, I always go cut crease. That's always like my go-to. Without thinking, cut crease. Once you start doing cut creases, you never go back. I don't know if that's true, but it is for me. And I'm going into this shade called Lockup. And I'm just keeping that out on the outer corner. And then going back in with my 433 brush, I'm just gonna diffuse that edge. And I am gonna grab a little bit more of Stolen Heart right here. Just because I want this to be a little bit more blown out. I want you to be able to see that gorgeous color without having to close my eyes. I feel like one of the key things for blending is patience. Is patience for sure. And I'm just gonna go back into that shadow locked up, and I'm just gonna keep it right here at the corner. Right there, we're not gonna go any further. And just gonna run that out a little bit. And then I don't think I'm gonna lay down any concealer because I'm still testing this baby out. So I'm not gonna lay down any concealer, and I'm just gonna lay down these foiled shadows without putting them on top of a concealer. We're gonna go in the shade Criminal, which is this gold right here. And it's like a rose gold, which is so pretty. And I'm just gonna pat that on. And then as you can see, I'm pulling this up because I have hooded eyes, and I want you to see this beautifulness that's going on. So I always just draw it like way up. Kind of like overlining your lips. You're just gonna, you know, overline your crease. I'm gonna grab this brush, which has absolutely no number on it. That's pretty cool. So it's just like tiny little shader brush. And I'm gonna grab that Stolen Heart shade right here, just a little bit of it. And I'm actually just gonna draw it sweep it right across the top right here. Because that's what I'm feeling. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Going back into Locked Up. And I'm just patting it on top of that foil eyeshadow to blend it out. And then we're just gonna put a little bit of black over here in the outer corner. All right, and then I'm gonna use this Makeup a Murder eyeliner. This bad boy is waterproof. Stuff dries down, look at that. Like, I just did that a few minutes ago and it's already dry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye. So I wanna make this gold pop a little bit more. So on this eye, I drew a darker line and I'm just going to add that on the other side. And I'm using a Morphe E35. This has like a very, very tiny bristles on it. This shadow is full of glitter, and this one is, but it doesn't come off as glittery as this one does. But the rest of them, these ones are foils, and then these ones are matte, and then these are the two matte with glitter. So just to let you know. Now that I'm done with my eye makeup, I'm gonna do my foundation and put on the rest of it, and then we'll do lashes. To finish off the bottom lash line, I'm going back into that red shade Stolen Heart, and I'm just going to go underneath my waterline. And then just to deepen it up, I'm gonna do a little bit of black on my corner. These are the Marker 3 style lashes, and they are made out of synthetic fibers. Before I put on the lash, it is pretty long, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to trim off this edge over here, and then I'm actually going to clip the little nub on this side. Clip that off, and then and there is the lash. And then this little extra piece you can just like stack on top, or you can put on the bottom. Before I put the lash on, I just like to move it around and like give it a little bend so that it can be a little prepped before being attached to the eye lash. And even though I didn't really talk about their beauty blender, I love this beauty blender. It's got like a really nice tip on the end of it, and it gets like right up in there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this encouraged you to check out Makeup a Murder and just honestly like check out their page and see what they're about. And if it lines up with you, then definitely make some purchases, because I think all of these products that I reviewed today are bomb. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye. So before we jump, that is, no. And swatches, oh wow, I got no lipstick on my teeth now. Don't know what I was going with.